more backbreaking and slower. Okay, right up here. All right, so we haven't seen this yet. I'm going to stabilize this because this log is really, 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 really heavy. This log weighs a lot more than water. I don't know how many pounds it weighs, but it's a lot. We're going to see it for the first time right now, ever. Oh no. What a shame. What a shame. Well, the good news is we've got some really incredible pieces on the outside edge. The bad news is our hole goes through the middle. Well, earlier we were sawing some wood up, and you might have noticed I was a little frustrated when we opened that wood up for the first time. What you're looking at right here is the end result of that log of Cocobolo. Let me move some of our flute blanks here. You'll notice that this is some of the inside of that log. It was hollow in the middle. Now I knew that when I bought it, but I was hoping that that hollowness in the log had gone down one side of the log, but it didn't. What it had done is it went in and it made a great big U in the middle of the log, and it went back out the other side. And so it was really disappointing. So when I opened that up, all of where I was hoping the best of the wood was going to be was a great big hole. Ow! I was heartbroken. But the good news is we did get some really incredible wood out of it. There is just some really spectacular wood in this flute, or in this piece of Cocobolo, in this log. I'll show you the part that had me heartbroken was this one right here. So this is the outside edge of the Cocobolo, and I was really hoping that this piece was going to be solid as could be. If this piece had been solid, this log of Cocobolo, as expensive as it was, would have been worth the purchase, just because it would have been so incredibly beautiful. Look how beautiful this grain is. Unfortunately, when I open it up, it's not solid at all. It has a big hole running right through the middle. You know, it's really amazing though. Come up and close here. Look at this. This is beeswax. So honeybees were living inside this wood. But look at some of this grain down in here. This wood is spectacular. So the wood that is here, that I will be able to get flutes out of, is awesome. It is really awesome. So this is Honey Bee Cocobolo, or I don't know. You know, what was this wood vibrating at? Full of honeybees. Can you imagine? This whole thing filled with honeybees. It had like a 4 or 5, 6 inch diameter hole inside this tree, buzzing with honeybees in there, you know, and I don't know. I just think of Winnie the Pooh and eating all that honey up. Man, it must have been awesome. When we were cutting the wood, you could smell the honey, and I should have realized when we were cutting it. I should have, but I didn't even. It just didn't even dawn on me as we were cutting it what was going to come out. But it's beautiful. It is really beautiful. There is going to be one spectacular flute coming out of that right here. It is just going to be awesome. But it's only going to be one. That's it. Just one from that side right there. There'll be a couple other. There'll be one from over here. There'll be some spectacular trim wood, maybe a head joint or two. And there's some other pieces of wood. We'll get a couple of bass flutes. even with that big hole in it, that wood is so heavy. It's absolutely amazing. So we'll get some bass flutes. We'll get some nice flutes out of this. Look at that beautiful sapwood running through there. Show you some of these blanks. Look at that. Look at all the figure in that wood. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at this landscaping in here. This one's beautiful. This piece here is setting aside for a friend of mine. This one here is set aside for another friend of mine. Both ordering bass G flutes. Both incredibly well figured pieces of wood. They're gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous pieces of wood. So, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you kind of get a little bit of both. And this was a little bit of both. We got some wood that was really unexpected. We got some wood that was a Honey Bee Cocobolo. And so this tree was chock full of this. Come on in and look at this honeycomb in here. It's just, I think, so cool. This honeycomb Cocobolo, where these bees were inside this wood making honey. And I wonder what it tastes like. Tastes like honey. And so these bees were in there making honey, and now we're going to make flutes out of it. And that wood's going to be singing again. We won't get as many flutes out of it as we'd hoped, but the flutes that we are going to get are going to be really, really beautiful. The wood's already been vibrating for many years at frequencies that will be of a pitch that hopefully will have really crystallized the lignins and all the saps and the things in the woods. So I'm excited about it. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. It's taken me all day to get here, but I'm excited now, and I can't wait to start getting flutes made out of this wood. And so, you know, the next little bit, you'll start seeing some flutes, and if you want a flute out of this wood, let me know right away. There isn't much of it that we can use for flutes, so if you want some of this honeywood Cocobolo, let me know right away. We'll get you a piece set aside, and gosh, we'll talk to you soon.